Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Electrical Installations Basics. Last week we talked about wiring a basic circuit. On this week's episode we will show you how to install a receptacle. Next, make sure you are wearing safety glasses so you don't scratch your eyeball with wire or have anything fall into your eye and cause blindness. Just kidding, it most likely won't, at least, we hope it doesn't. And this is how you put them on. You will need 2 screwdrivers. One number 1 green Robertson screwdriver and one number 2 red Robertson screwdriver. You will need 1 linesman pliers. You will need 1 needle nose plier. You will need a wire stripper. You will need a side cutter. You will need a hammer. You will need a utility knife. And lastly, you will need a hammer drill. For materials, you will need a 2104 LLE box with clamps. Next, you will need some 632 screws for your device and cover. Next, you will need some 1-inch wood screws. Then you will need some 14 2NMD90 wire. Then you will need some S1 staples. Before you mount your device box to the wall, using a pencil and tape measure, make a mark as to what height you want to put your box at. Then assemble your hammer drill just like how our assistant is doing it in our video. Next, hammer the box onto the wood stud. Make sure the side with the sharp pointy things are the side you hammer to the wall. Then, using the hammer drill, drill the screws into the holes on top of the box. Do the same for the bottom. Now run your 14 2NMD90 wire to your device box that you just put up. Staple your wires, using a hammer and S1 staples, so the wire does not move. Now make a loop of extra wire that is at least 6 inches long. Now cut your wire insulation using your utility knife. Don't copy what our assistant is doing because this can be dangerous. Always use a flat surface and cut away from you. We'd like to thank our assistant for showing an amazing job as to what not to do when cutting wire. Now cut off the excess insulation. Now put the wires into the box by pushing them through the holes at the top and under the clamp inside the box. Now that the wires are inside the box, get your number 2 red Robertson screwdriver and screw in the clamp to tighten it. Remember kids, righty-tighty and lefty-loosey. In this case we will be going right. Now we will be stapling again. This time make sure to staple your wire within 1 foot of entering the box. Then cut the wires inside your box. Make sure that they are at least 6 inches in length. Now ground your bare copper wire by placing it under one of the 2 ground screws. Then grab your number 2 red Robertson screwdriver to screw it in. Now strip your black and white wire. Grab your wire strippers and use the hole with the small 14 next to it. Make sure you strip at least 1 inch of insulation off. A little life hack, or electrical hack, is that you can use the handles of your wire strippers as a guide. Using your wire strippers, use the holes on the side to make J-hooks. Make sure they are going clockwise. Now screw in your J-hooks into your receptacle. Make sure you put your white wire to the neutral side and your black wire to the hot side. You can find these on the back of the receptacle. Don't forget to screw your ground screw too. And make sure you screw the J-hooks going clockwise. Now you can screw in your device. Using the number 1 green Robertson screwdriver and some 632 screws. Now you can screw in your cover for your device. Using the number 1 green Robertson screwdriver and some 632 screws. And voila, now you can say that you have single-handedly managed the successful installation of an electrical receptacle with zero cost overruns and zero safety incidents. Which means that you have successfully installed a receptacle safely and efficiently. Join us again next week on our next episode of Electrical Installation Basics, where we will show you how to safely and efficiently change a light bulb.